working in a self-defense context and understanding the grappling sequences for our kata are not sport sequences. So I don't want to be grappling as long as I can. I don't want to be flowing. Those are different ways to train it. But in terms of application, I want to use the clinch minimally. Some reasons I could be clinching: if someone has just ambushed me and I don't know what's happening, I'm just getting hit and I need to get into the source of that violence and wrap it up and kind of suffocate it, that's one reason. In a real fight, it's going to be very difficult for me to have accuracy, so I want some kind of contact so I can control it. I might not be able to fully see or understand what's happening, but I can feel a human frame and I know how to find myself, find my way to kind of safer positions. What we also talked about is I don't know that there's not a weapon. I may not know if there's multiple people, so I don't want this to be my only solution and I don't want to stay in it. So I'm going to use the clinch to gain control. I'm going to do some damage, try to incapacitate the attacker, and then get space and escape. And we looked at a few different variations working on the different embodiment skills we practice. So the beginning, the base of the drill is Dane is taking a swing and I'm just crashing in and covering my head. Okay, so I've just panicked. I don't know what's happening. I'm not blocking anything. I've just seen an attack and I'm panicking. The first thing we talked about is if the person is overwhelming me and strong and attacking me, that's going to put me into the stance that makes the most sense, which is back stance. So if I get to this technique, get my knife hand and Dane is driving at me, I'm going to end up in something that looks like this. That's my snapshot. This doesn't mean I stay here. This just teaches me that this is the posture that I can effectively maneuver and work from here. I also want to use this to step and create an angle so I'm as far from his other hand as I can be, and I'm off his center line. So I'm working from here. Let's work on... The next thing we worked on was how using this stance and shifting that weight can draw his energy forward and turn him so I could throw a knee strike and get out of it. So again, the strike comes in, smash, and then here, I take just a couple nasty strikes here. I keep control with the upper part of my forearm and smash downward. If he's consistently driving at me and I create this space, he's going to be running into these strikes at that point. I'm going to pull and make a hook here. So we kind of talked about using the hook position. I'm going to step and pivot and turn him with the strike. We also talked about, for the sake of this particular application, if I'm going to throw a knee strike, I want to have my hips lined up with the target. So I want to be pivoting in such a way that the next movement I can do is a knee. I'm going to use this hand to guide the knee up and in here, and now both hands I'm going to push and create some space, and I'm going to move towards what I know is an exit. So even when I'm training, I'm going to move to the exits in the building so I have some spatial awareness and some practice around that. We also looked at the variation of here, if he's not driving at me, if he's just kind of here and maybe posturing and pulling up to try taking a swing at me, instead of trying to turn him and fighting against him, I'm going to let his energy come into me. I'm going to smash here. I'm going to pivot this hand around and clinch him up here, pull his head down, break his posture, and keep my head out of the way. I'm then going to use this hand and elbow either in here or in like this. If he pulls a hand up to kind of block it, I can't yank this out of the way. So I'm just going to swim this hand from wherever it is. I'm going to swim this hand in. Okay, so we worked on that drill too of finding the ways through, twisting, get control here. And now I'm going to drop his posture by pressing his head below his center of gravity here. If it doesn't go below his center, there's a really good chance he's going to be able to grab underneath me and pull and dump me. If I stay in front of him, there's a good chance too. When I press him down, I want to get out of the way. Here, I've created the space, his head's below his center. I can knee to the body, knee to the head, or just push away and kind of create some space from there. So the whole bit, we'll do both of them. Okay. And then we'll be kind of done there. So he throws a hard strike in, strike, strike, strike here, knee, out, and I'm out this way. If he doesn't give me all that resistance, instead he starts taking a swing at me, here, 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 elbow, and strike, strike. Yeah. Thanks, Dane. Yeah. All your hard work. Great job.